This here's Clint.
This is Jim Bob.
And we are the Whiskey Drinkers.
That is right.
Now, what we're here for today is to tell you a little story. Things weren't always easy for us as they are now.
Or in the world.
Or in the general population, for that matter.
Tell me about it.
In the mid-80s to like mid-90s, I'd say, it was kind of our heydays.
Yeah.
And things were a hell of a lot different back then for you youngins out there that just don't know.
That's right. Now, what a lot of people don't understand is, in a short time, this technology that people have been born into did not even exist.
Even like what you see right now. I mean, a camera...
Shit's crazy.
Shit, that camera's like that big. I mean, it's just a little camera we're filming on now.
Yeah.
But back in the day...
It was a huge-ass camera.
You keep talking.
Yeah, so, it's just, technology boom happened so quick, I don't think people realize.
Back in the day, you would have been filming on something like this.
Something like that.
And I mean, this here...
That's heavy.
Is...
Pain in the ass.
Even this is... Well, I don't know what hell year this is. Doesn't say.
Well, yeah, that might even be
like,
new age for what we're talking about.
This is like mid-90s, really.
Yep. Now, I seen a video where these kids are trying to use a rotary phone, and they don't know what the hell they're doing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I showed you that video.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good example right there, the rotary cell phone. We got these damn cell phones.
Cellular devices.
We got these cell phones nowadays.
Right here.
Oh, man, you can write emails, you can text message, but nobody even calls anybody anymore.
Teen warfare.
Back in the day, you had to go to damn pay phones or you use your house phone, and you got that damn cord, and you're talking to your girlfriend trying to stay away from your mom and stuff.
That's right. That did not exist back then.
That's right.
I mean, you couldn't just boop, 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 boop.
Oh, yeah. No calculators. You had to have a T1-800 or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Texas Instruments.
Yeah, exactly. And people actually called each other and talked to each other. I said, hey, Clint, what are you going to be doing later? Oh, nothing much. Nobody texted each other.
And guess what? If I wasn't home to get that call, he didn't talk to me.
Oh, no.
And I didn't call him back.
That's a good point. Now, or he left a voicemail, maybe.
No, it wasn't a voicemail back then. It was just a message on the answer machine.
Very true. And you had to go home and rewind the tape and all that stuff. Now, another thing is, pagers came along.
Pagers?
I got a pager. Thought I was a
never
cool
had
person.
one.
Yeah, you were cooler.
The only people really had pagers were drug dealers.
Yeah, I wasn't a drug dealer, but I had one because it was cool. And
you could call somebody, and then you could leave a message.
And it beeps. Not even a message.
But it was in the form of like,
numbers.
Numbers, yeah.
So you could write hell and boobs and stuff
like
that.
I could call him like, Jim Bob, this is Jim Bob's pager, so I need to dial my number so he knows where to call. Not the number I'm calling from.
Well,
maybe I'm calling from a
payphone. Exactly. So you're down the street and you're like, well, I'm at this payphone. I'm going to have him call me back at this payphone.
I'm going to skateboard.
The payphone number.
Yeah, or I'm going to skateboard to Brandon's house. That's where everybody's going.
Oh, yeah.
And this is Brandon's number. Call us whenever you get this message.
That's right. And, it was pretty cool back then.
Yeah. I mean, it was a lot simpler, really.
Oh, yeah.
Like I remember you'd get out of high school.
Yeah.
And we'd skateboard down to the park.
Oh, yeah.
And I always
Cowboy
had
skateboarding, people are probably wondering.
Yeah.
But,
I had $1.50 in my pocket, which back then was all you needed.
I had my Spurs on.
That got me a couple cans of pop.
Yep. Well, yeah.
And enough money to make a phone call when I needed to ride home.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, we
I was lucky enough to get a ride home.
Cowboy boots on with Spurs on. People don't know that.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we were inventive.
Yeah, we were pretty cool. So, another thing back in the day is, what else? What else you want to bitch about?
Oh, man. That's pretty much what it boils down to.
Well, like, you got, I think a big part of back in the, okay, here's something I want to talk about. Back in the day, you're in school or you're just hanging out with friends or whatever, people would check you. People would beat your ass. If you were on some bullshit and you're acting like an asshole, people would beat your fucking ass. And then you would humble yourself and then come back and then realize, you know what, I'm not going to be like that anymore. I'm going to be like this.
Yeah, and there was different levels to it. Like, if I walked in with a green mohawk, I knew somebody was going to say some shit to me.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It wasn't a matter of if somebody said something.
Yeah.
Or if somebody was going to try to hurt my feelings. Somebody was going to fucking say something to me.
So you got to work for that green mohawk.
That's right. So if somebody says something, they come at me sideways, I got to come at them with a hook.
Oh yeah.
Like a left or right hook, right to the jaw.
The other side of that spectrum is the fact that like walking in and what the hell am I saying?
I don't know. What you saying?
Oh, I'm losing my train of thought.
Oh, come on, Jim Bob.
Well, the other spectrum of, is you might come into school and you're like, hey, man, I'm cool as shit. I'm cooler than you. And you start acting like an asshole. That's where people will check you in that way. And then it'll humble you and you realize. Nowadays, that doesn't happen. Everybody's keyboard gangsters.
Yeah.
They're being assholes.
Yeah, because back then it was you walk in and you act like you're Billy Badass.
Yeah.
Then Billy Badass comes and he makes you see that you're not by whooping your fucking ass.
He humbles you. Yeah. Nobody's being humble nowadays.
You can call it humbling, or you can call it getting your ass whooped.
Some people eat psychedelic drugs to be humbled. Some people jump off of skyscrapers with parachutes. Whatever you need to be humbled, but back in the day, if you couldn't humble yourself, you didn't know about all that stuff, then somebody Billy Badass would humble you.
You just get your ass whooped.
Exactly.
That's what it boils down to. And then, there was a lot of things back then. Like, you were forced to deal with the situation.
Yep.
Like Jim Bob said, the keyboard commandos, or internet warriors, whatever you want to call them. Back then, if you talk some shit, it was getting to that person.
Exactly.
And then that person would come to your face.
Yep. Quickly.
And maybe they would ask you if you talk shit.
And then confront you.
Or they would just punch you in the face.
That's very true. Some people were kind of mean.
I'm a big fan of just punching people in the face.
Yeah.
Instead of asking, because you probably did it.
Now going back into history, around the 90's or something like that, people started getting sue happy. Remember that? Yeah. People were slipping in stores.
It all started with as far as I know, it all started with the McDonald's coffee.
Oh yeah, the lady spilled it on her crotch.
She spilled hot coffee on her crotch and then sued because it was hot.
So now they have to put a label on it that says hot. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Now, had that lady spilled cold coffee on her crotch, she probably would have sued because the coffee was cold.
Possibly, and they didn't tell her.
But what should have happened is that lady should have been shot in the head.
Yeah, that's what they make cup holders for, lady. Now,
or pay attention, it's hot coffee. You ordered a fucking coffee.
Yeah, don't put it down by your private parts. That's your goal in life, is to take care of them private parts. Now,
I get frustrated with
it's ridiculous. But everybody, you remember when people were slipping in the stores, though?
Yeah.
People would walk into
the
Giant Eagle, and they'd do a double flip backspin, land on their back, and be like, I broke it, and then
because they saw the floor was wet and there was no caution wet floor signs.
So everybody got all pussified, everybody started suing, and nowadays,
very true,
people can't be checked like that because we live in a different world, a world full of people trying to push their opinions on everybody else.
Because now what happens is, if somebody, I lost my train of thought.
See? Yeah, it happens.
It does, because when you're talking about this stuff, so many things just start going through your head.
Exactly.
Today, if somebody is upset about something, I don't know. I'm done.
Well, if somebody's upset about something nowadays, they'll be like, well, unfriend on Facebook.
Oh, I get it. If somebody's running their mouth, what happens today is somebody runs their mouth. The opposing party that they're running their mouth about comes over and punches that person in the mouth to get them to stop running their mouth.
Yeah.
Then the person who just got punched calls a lawyer and sues the person he was running his mouth about in the first place.
Exactly.
There's no justice there.
There is no justice because, if you're not running your mouth, somebody comes up to you and punches you, that's wrong. But if you're running your fucking mouth, sometimes shit happens.
And if you're going to run your mouth,
the wrong guy.
It's probably a good idea to know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
And to realize the mental state of the person you're talking about.
Exactly. And you never know who the fuck you're going to... That's why you don't fuck around in cars and fucking people in cars, because there could be a serial killer.
Yeah.
Jeffrey fucking Dahmer, on his last limb in that car behind you. But
you might think you know what people are going to do, but you don't.
You don't. You have no idea.
And you might think you know somebody, and you don't.
Yeah. We're not so much talking about us because we got to be careful. We're on probation. But other people out there is what we're talking about. And that, just all boils down to these people nowadays.
This is kind of a PSA. It's like a self-help.
It is a PSA. Talking about, just because you grew up in a generation where you didn't play Oregon Trail and you got 100 million one ideas and you want to push them on everybody. Just
you
be careful.
Go to the arcade.
You didn't even go. Yeah, the arcade was a fun time. There's a lot of things you're missing out. See, whenever I was a kid, I thought I was cooler than the older people. But then I realized, oh man, them older people are kind of cool.
Yeah.
In their own damn way, and I just think I'm better than them, and I'm not. So be careful.
And as a youngin', I typically ran around with the older crowd.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Yeah, I hung out with a lot of girls, a lot of sexy girls, big boobs.
Yeah.
So but that was back then, and now it's now, and everybody has little boobs, and different world.
Even women's appearances have changed over the years.
They have.
I think they're a hell of a lot more beautiful now than they were.
Well, yeah, they're pretty sexy. Which is strange because, you look back in the 70s, this is going everywhere. You look back in the 70s and these girls with big bushes and big hips and stuff.
Yeah, it's weird.
That was the thing.
It was.
And then slowly, even your mind changes.
Smaller hips, no bushes.
It tricks you. That's why you just got to, appreciate everything for what it is. Every little delicate peach.
Oh, even look at
every
fashion.
Delicate peach.
Like, fashion's kind of making a comeback.
Yeah.
Women are wearing the the pants that come up to like the belly buttons now.
Oh yeah.
Never liked that back then. Don't like it now.
Back to the 80s.
Stop wearing pants altogether.
See, and that's the thing. A lot of these people are bringing this or that back from the 80s. Well,
but they're not bringing back the important part.
Exactly.
You're bringing back the fashion. You're bringing back the music.
Bring back the pride.
The pride.
Bring back
the connection people had. People don't have a connection today.
Exactly.
Like we said about the arcade.
Yeah.
People today buy games that are single player games.
Yeah.
Unless you play them online.
And then they sit there with their headphone on and they talk to these people and then they go, fuck you, and they say things they would never ever say to somebody's face.
Because if Jim Bob and myself were playing a game and he says fuck you to me, guess what?
He'll get
right
out
turn, Clyde.
Exactly. And if I'm at my house and we have a special little Britney Spears microphones on and we're talking to each other and I say something, he'll drive to my house and beat my fucking ass.
I mean,
I gotta be careful what I say.
I mean, now today you can do that because there's no repercussions for the way you act.
Yeah. Oh, see, a lot of people too. If you beat my ass, I'd be like, hey, well, like you had before, I'd be like, Clint, you were justified in that. I apologize. I was an asshole. But a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people go, even though I was wrong, fuck you, and you're an asshole, and it's all because of you.
I'm going to call a lawyer, and I'm going to sue you for everything you have,
Exactly.
and you're going to lose everything you've worked for your whole life. It's kind of like marriage.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's kind of like marriage.
Oh, speaking of sue, did you hear we're going to get sued by Sony, possibly?
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
All right. All right, well.
All I can say is it's a good thing I did my legal research before doing anything.
That's true. That's true.
Because I'm not a dumb fucking idiot.
That's true.
Anyway.
All right. So is that it? You want to bring up anything else from the
really?
80s? I mean, I think we covered the main purpose.
Music. Today's music kind of sucks.
Yeah, there's some good stuff throughout.
There is.
It's better than the early 2000s music.
There's a reason why it took bands back in the 80s and 90s months or even years to make an album.
Yep.
Because that shit was perfected.
Yeah, and they made classic albums. Nowadays they just make the albums to tour on.
Yeah.
It's more about the tour and stuff.
I mean, really, name a song today that's going to be around in 20 years.
I don't even know. I don't really listen to songs nowadays, so I'm not too sure. Katy Perry, she's pretty good though.
Yeah, she should be gone.
I have no idea.
I would still be listening to AC/DC and fucking.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Guns N' Roses 20 years down the road.
That's true.
I mean, it might be considered oldies, but it'll still be popular.
Now here's Mike. You guys might know Mike.
They're the best friends you could ever ask for.
That's right.
I'm a part of the family now. I sleep in their goddamn shed.
Yeah, he used to live in the garage.
Yeah.
In the shed. Anyways, Mike has an AC/DC tattoo.
Oh yeah, he does.
That's cool, and that'll always be cool. Katy Perry tattoo, not so much.
No. And speaking of Mike, rumor has it.
Yeah.
Because he kind of got away from us. Rumor has it he stopped drinking.
Wow, yeah. I heard he opened up his own, what the hell is it called? Gasoline place, you know.
I'd like to get him on the show again because it'd be interesting to hear him talk now that he stopped drinking.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It might actually make sense.
Hear about his gasoline business.
Or that.
All right, well, that's it. I think we covered it all.
Right.
You guys.
We could sit here and bitch for days on this.
We could. So you guys, if you guys understand what we're saying, man, this
I was telling somebody earlier today. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was telling somebody earlier today that I get it now. Whenever we sat there and we looked at our grandparents and our parents and we're like, how can all they do is bitch all day long?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I understand now.
I do.
Because
I do too.
They have lived a life and they've seen how fucked up the world has gotten.
Yeah.
And
I have no hope in this earth.
No. I mean, even our grandparents, like, they start, like, you're talking like Great Depression days where there was nothing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And they died relatively recently. And they saw like how things got better, but everything just went to shit.
See, and
our parents are going through that struggle right now because they caught the tail end of that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And now they're seeing everything go to shit, and they're like, "What the fuck are these kids doing?" And now as we get older,
well, even the shit we're bitching about ain't shit compared to our grandparents. You gotta put it in perspective.
Even as we get older, though, going from the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s, like just progressively, there's some cool shit out there. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
But people as a whole are just shit.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Yep.
What are our kids gonna bitch about?
Well, here, civilizations, they rise and they fall. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we're gonna fall, but I think that maybe the world's gonna take us out.
Yeah, I mean, America's great. God bless America.
Oh yeah.
But the people in this world suck.
Yeah, in general.
Well, this got fucking depressing. I'm going to drink.
Yeah, let's go drink.